welcome to ESC 216, Curriculum Studies in Chemistry. I am your course facilitator, Nihad Gone. This is Unit 5, Session 2. In this session, we shall begin to look at the curriculum implementation processes that we mentioned in Session 1 in detail, so stay tuned. By the end of this session, you should be able to explain briefly the following processes of curriculum implementation: the planning stage and the trial stage. Curriculum implementation, which will be successful, always begins with a planning phase. This is the stage where important decisions are made concerning the objectives of a particular program or course of study, the course content, the teaching and learning strategies, the resources to be used, and the assessment techniques to be employed in evaluating learning outcomes and other aspects of the curriculum. Here, curriculum experts decide whether program or course objectives need to be revised in light of the changes being introduced, whether the timetable arrangements needs to be maintained or changed, or whether the contents of syllabus, textbooks, teacher support materials, among others, need to be revised. And also, it is this stage that we check whether the methods of teaching are adequate and effective. If any of these require revision, the changes are made. Prototype of such materials, like the changed syllabuses, the changed textbooks and equipment, and others, are designed and they are tried out with very small population of teachers and students at the Curriculum Development Center to determine their suitability. At the planning stage, the likelihood that students will be able to learn the materials, to master the skills, and also to acquire the competences that is aimed at in the program is also assessed. At this stage too, you may consider to specify the scope and sequence of the content, and also select teaching learning strategies and assess the cost of implementation. That is why planning is very important, because it sets the foundation of the whole success of the implementation process. The tryout stage is the second stage for the curriculum implementation process. Actually, it may be seen as the beginning of the processes. This is because the planning is normally done backdoor, but the tryout is what comes out as the first or the beginning of the whole process itself. What happens in this stage? Here, the syllabus, the textbooks, the teacher support materials, and the other teaching and learning resources are put to use on a small scale in order to assess their strengths and weaknesses. Why do we do this? We do this to be able to combine the professional wisdom of the curriculum experts with hard-earned empirical evidence that the curriculum can be effectively carried out. And so the work that the curriculum expert has done is put into experiment, if I may say, for a smaller group of people to try it out and see whether it is as effective or what the curriculum expert said it would be is what it is in actual sense by using a small group. It's normally done in between 2 to 6 classes, which is a representative of the characteristic of the different subgroups of the population for which the program has been designed for. During this stage, only those schools whose teachers agree to cooperate with the curriculum development team are used. The teachers of these schools are normally taken through a prescribed training program, which has been designed with the changes that are being introduced. Then, the tryout is carried out as soon as some sections or chapters of the new program are ready to use. This means that during the trial stage, students may learn portions of the new program before even the full course is designed. It is the responsibility of the curriculum implementation team to carefully observe teaching and learning processes in the classroom at this stage, and also to employ evaluation tools such as tests, interviews, questionnaires, among others, to collect data on the teachers' and students' problems and their difficulties in using the program. Such data are submitted together with the study materials to some experts for them to give their professional advice on how suitable the curriculum package is and also make changes to it. They can suggest some modifications to be made that will make the package effective. So after this has been done, on the basis of the empirical data and the expert judgment, the curriculum materials and other aspects of the changes being introduced are improved upon to facilitate the implementation process. If during this trial stage only minor difficulties are detected, the designers may introduce a few corrections and modifications for widespread dissemination into the entire school system. However, if the trials reveal some major difficulties, then it has to be redesigned. And so you have to go back to redesign the curriculum package and plan it out and run another tryout on the program as modified. Theoretically, one has to repeat the cycle of trying out and modifying a program several times until no more defects are detected. Thus, whenever there is a change or modification, you have to go try it out and come back again to see what the experts say, what the difficulties are. If there's any more modification, you go try it out again. So it has to be more than one cycle. You repeat it until there is no more defects that have been detected. Then it is ready for the next stage. Let us try these questions out. Explain briefly the following as used in curriculum implementation. A. Planning stage. B. Trial stage. We have come to the end of this session. In this session, we started looking into the various stages of sequence of the curriculum implementation process. In this session, we looked at the planning and the trial stage, which are the first two stages of this curriculum implementation process. We will continue with the other stages in our next session.